Yo, what is going on, guys? In this video, I want to take a look at the two of the most broken cards that are in Madden Ultimate Team and how they actually reflect upon my scheme and how it basically makes my scheme unstoppable, right? So you have the Lamar Jackson, you have the AJ Dillon. These are the new AKA cards. You can activate them so they start with their superstar X Factor from the jump. And right away, we'll get into some gameplay clips here. You'll see that what it really does for Lamar is now it allows us, when we use this quarterback draw, to not only run on balanced or aggressive, whichever one you really want to run on, but it allows you to juke, right? And that was one of the big things that it previously you couldn't do. So your draws were essentially, a gain of 4, 5, 6 yards, whereas now you get up the middle and you hit one juke left or right, you could really take that to the crib. And this is an ability that I've really been loving, just because it makes the game so much more fun when you can get into the open field, start juking around like a little crackhead, and just having fun overall, right? So in terms of the overall scheme, the scheme itself doesn't change a whole lot. We still have all of our dots, we still have all of our reads. But what we have now is we have the ability with Lamar to get into open field, get jiggy with it, and really break off some really nice runs. And I will say, with this ability, especially in combination with the AJ Dillon card, yeah, it's absolutely broken and fun. And for me, it really speeds up how long it takes me to get through these games, right? Whereas previously, you have some demons that want to be in the game all game long with you, and yeah, they've been pretty much tapping pretty early into the majority of my games right now. The offense is definitely high powered. This gun empty tray stack, you can audible down to an 0-1 trap, which, as you'll see, I'll come out in the final clip that I'll have in this video. It'll be me just showcasing how broken AJ Dillon is, and his Quadfather card. In terms of the actual cards themselves, I think EA is tripping. A lot of these cards, like, nobody's calling these people these names, but it is what it is. It makes for some fun content for Madden Ultimate Team. So yeah, we'll just keep running through this. There's not a whole lot different from what you've seen if you've seen the ebook. Every setup that I'm running here is in the ebook. If you have seen me play on Twitch, you'll see these same setups nonstop, right? I've pretty much run the same 7, 8 plays throughout the course of a game. I don't go too crazy with it. I do have a bunch of different setups, for each play, but you can really run this very, very easy, very effectively. And it's really just about, in my opinion, just tormenting your opponent, because as you can see, like, I'm running jailbreak screens, I'm running QB draws, I'm going to be running on 1 traps. I've got a man switch to both sides of the field, so you can't really play man. If you play zone, I can basically hike through a wheel route every play, which also AKA is thrown to AJ Dillon when I audible down. So overall, the scheme it really has me feeling unstoppable. Like, if I get stopped running the scheme right now, especially with these cards activated, it's pretty much either I'm getting screwed or I simply make a bad read. Like, that's really all there is to it. Now, you can use different playbooks. If you want to run this offense, you can run it out of Pittsburgh Steelers, which is the one my ebook's on. You have Detroit Lions, so if you like gun tight, which in these clips right here, these early clips, I actually am in Detroit. And then you also have the NFC playbook if you're playing Mutt. And then you also have the ability to do this out of Dallas, which is what I ran in Last Chance Qualifier. Now, Dallas is missing really one play that I run at this point, and that's Fade Out. Fade Out's very good against cover 3. It is good against man if there's no safety over the top. But I felt like I could give up the play Fade Out just because of how people were setting up their zone defensive KOs, right? So if they were rocking deep out zone KOs, you couldn't really throw Fade Out. So for me, I switched over to it. Now here is the 0-1 trap. Now this clip doesn't show me audibling down, but you can just see how silly this AJ Dillon is. Like, he runs over everybody. Um, there's not a whole lot to it. I pretty much think I spam 0-1 trap this drive, and then my opponent's like, nah, I'm not having this nonsense. So yeah, you see, I'm actually audibling around. Like this is the run scheme that I will be breaking down on the website this week. But you've got some really good passing plays. You got, trips tight end. This is if you watched the last video where I played Free the Penguins, this is the offense that I was in. So I feel really comfortable in this offense. I am audibling down into this instead of just straight up coming out in the tight, which allows me to really abuse the quarterback draw still. Of course, I've got all my gun empty tray stack plays. And then, yeah, we can audible straight into the trips tight end. We can audible straight into this 0-1 trap, which is absolutely hilarious. You've got if they run the 3-3-5 wide or the 3-3 cub, you can run the outside zone. Outside zone does a great job against that defense. Pretty much what this does, if you're looking at the grand scheme of things from these two abilities, this forces your opponent to be in a 4 down lineman set, right? So you're basically looking at nickel normal or big nickel over G or dime. Everything else is going to just get absolutely crushed. And then if you're in one of those, when you audible around like that, you can really misalign their defense, especially if they're in like the cover 4 quarters, if they try to mix that in, or if they are in if they're in the overstorm, you can really glitch that out. This offense is really, really silly. I'll put it that way. It's very good, extremely effective, and with these abilities, the quad father, his X factor, and then you also put persistent on him, and then you also have the truss on Lamar. Pretty much makes this game idiot proof. So hopefully you guys use it. Hopefully you guys enjoy it.